Hey, Launch Team, it's Stephanie Broersma. I'm here with our lead pastor from North County Christ the King Church here in Linden, Washington. This is Kurt Langstraat. Thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to introduce you to Kurt because he did have a key piece in our 10-year journey of healing. So I wanted to just have a candid conversation with him. So you're welcome to join in. So first off, I knew you prior to Tim's confession,
Yes.
but I really didn't get to know you until I sat in your office across the hall.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the first time was 3 weeks after confession and then 6 weeks. And you've been walking with us for the rest of the time, this entire 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that, first off. But
You're welcome.
as I had 2 questions for you today.
Okay.
So Kurt is a marriage counselor and the lead pastor here. So from your experience of being a lead pastor and counselor, what piece of advice would you offer to the women listening today who find themselves in a troubled marriage?
Yeah, I think the one thing I would say, first of all, would be to get help, to reach out for help.
Mm-hmm.
I know when we went through our marriage troubles, and my wife felt like she was very alone in our relationship, and she felt like, who else could be going through this? It wasn't until it reached a critical point in our marriage where she reached out for help, and she actually went to a counselor first and then made me go.
And how long did you guys go to counseling?
We went to counseling for about 3 years.
So a long time.
A long time, and it took a lot of work, and what got us there was the crisis in our marriage,
Mm-hmm.
but there was a lot of relational issues. We weren't relating well for years before the marriage exploded.
So just briefly, what would be some of those marriage issues that brought you to the counselor's office?
Well, I think, the history and the background of it is just selfishness, self-centeredness, each of us, really looking out more for ourselves than for one another. And for me, that led to an emotional affair with another woman. And that's really what caused the breaking point for our marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what got us into the counseling office. But really years of we've been married 35 years.
It's a long time.
But the first 10 there were some hard times. And in fact, 3 years where it was very difficult as we went through counseling. So,
Good.
but we're glad we did.
Yes.
Yeah, because here we are.
And worth the money, right?
Worth the money, worth the time, worth the tears.
Yeah.
Worth the pain. Absolutely.
So you would tell the broken bride to go get help.
I would say get help. Yep. Let somebody know what's going on. Somebody you can trust.
Yeah, absolutely.
A professional if you have to, but a trusted friend like you, would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So second question, and you have been married for 35 years. So what is the secret to your happiness?
The secret.
Yeah.
Are you going to
This is
give me a commission?
The money question.
Give me a commission on this answer? I should write a book, right?
Maybe you should.
Yeah. And I know that everybody's going to laugh at this answer because it's so churchy, but really it is. Each of us have, a personal relationship with Jesus, and so really we've allowed Christ to take us as deep as we can go with Him, which results in changed character, changed life. I'm not the man I used to be, and she's not the woman she used to be. So I would say, first of all, it's just simply letting Jesus have His way in our hearts, which for me, being an really selfish man, angry man, I would say that that's really made the difference in both of our lives.
Yeah. And
practically speaking, that happened through counseling. That's really where that took place, and really helped us to go there with Him.
Yeah.
So
as a husband, how and we view the husband as the spiritual leader. What is one way that you lead Gwen into a deeper relationship with Jesus? I know that's not one of your questions.
Thanks for springing that.
Yeah,
on me.
you're welcome.
Well, I think it's because, how I do that, I would say there's a couple of different ways. One is very practical, and one is more spiritual. And I would say the one is, making sure that I am healthy spiritually and emotionally as a man, so that I can be there for her. Yeah. If I'm a mess, then I can't really help my wife. So I need to take care, make sure that I'm, in tune with the Holy Spirit to help her. I pray for my wife all the time. And when I know that she's going to have a rough day at work, because she's a career woman as well, she has her own career, sometimes I'll just hold her in my arms and pray into her ear, very simply, Jesus, give Gwen a great day and help her with these issues, and so very practical. So yeah, and the other thing is, it's not as spiritual, but I would say I really respect her and her career and who she is and her gifts.
You do a good job of that.
Yeah, I mean, we went through the battle of you need to be a pastor's wife. That didn't work so well.
She's a great pastor's wife.
She's very supportive of what I do, but she has her own giftings and her own ministry, and she's a great leader, and she does that in the marketplace, and so I support her.
Yeah.
And, I want her to reach her potential and be the best she can be.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so final question.
Is this one that you
This is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
one. This is totally not scripted. So Reclaimed Ministries was birthed from our story.
Yes.
We have been leading groups here at church for 6, almost 7 years. What has been the impact on marriages? How have you seen Reclaimed Ministry benefiting the church?
Oh man, it's been a huge benefit to the church because yours is not an isolated story, right?
Yeah.
And there are so many more than we even know, couples that go through things like you and Tim went through. And so to have a resource, to have you available, a person, not a ministry to send somebody to necessarily, but a person with a face and a story that understands what they've been through has been so valuable. And for me to be able to call you up or text you and say,
email, text, phone calls.
Hey, Steph, I've got this girl
Yep.
that really needs you to hear her, and maybe it'll be a one-time meeting, and maybe it'll be, she'll become a part of Reclaimed. But either way, it's really meant that we have had some, a place to allow our women who go through this very painful time in their life to connect with somebody that knows how they feel, has been through it. It's been powerful. And then just, the ministry, it's been fun to see it begin to go, beyond our little town.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful.
Yeah, we have moved outside of Linden.
Yes, we have. Little Linden.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, thank you for spending time with me today, Kurt.
You're welcome. I'm honored.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And again, this is Kurt Langstraat. He's been with us since the beginning. So women, just continue to share those book quotes, the images on the Facebook page. We are 8 days away from launch day, so we are gearing up. We are super excited. Blessings, and have a great afternoon. Bye.
Bye-bye.